Yeah, it makes me tremble a little bit to do this bit.
Well, I'd love to talk to you forever, but I've already heard enough from you in these past 2 days. We got Simon here. How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. Glad to be here. Well, I'm always here, but glad you can be here.
Yeah. So, hey, man, you're building this studio, man. What's that like?
Well, it's pretty much day in, day out, man. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm going on the internet every day. Writing down shit, Googling, and it's turning out okay. I mean, feedback. Sorry.
That's okay. Feedback's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's coming along. I've had a couple friends come and help me out along the way, so.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
What's like
3 months all in all, man.
Yeah. What's the most difficult thing, or biggest problem?
I'd say gyprock is a pain in the ass, especially when you got to put it on the ceiling.
That's for soundproofing?
Yeah, that's for soundproofing.
You're lucky to be in a kind of an area though that's not.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by parking lots basically. I got nobody above, nobody below, so it's pretty ideal for a studio.
Yeah. All good old industrial parks. Now Craig was saying that the developers want to tear this part of town down and make condos.
Yeah, they will, and I'm kind of freaked out to be honest with you. Same thing here. I mean, I don't know in the place, so they could.
If I were you, I would like.
Would you like to be able to say, "Oh, come to my condo"?
I got 600 square feet for $500,000.
My condo fees are minimal.
No interest.
And I've got a whirlpool.
I've got concrete with some planners.
A treadmill that I only have to pay $50 a month for.
A rooftop barbecue.
No, yeah, I'm not my own barbecue, but there's a rooftop one. Condos.
So appealing. No, you should start a movement.
What's that?
Start a movement. Fight that shit.
Fight that shit. Call it fight that
I
shit.
know that Montreal peoples do
Because
not want it.
this is the old Irish neighborhood. This is where the Irish settled down. They call it Griffintown. And yeah, I feel like I fit in as a redhead down here for
Is it your
the first time in my life.
Montrealians are a lot better at protesting shit.
Yeah.
You find in Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they caused a lot of the trouble at the G20 in Toronto, is what I heard.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of Quebecers might even travel all the way to Europe just to attend the G20 and smash some windows.
I wouldn't argue with that.
The only protests that go on in Toronto, for the most part, are people
Bring down condo fees.
No, people that are pissed off at China.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
China, there's a tribe called the Huns, right? And they kind of want to take over all of China's lands, like as the predominant line.
Oh yeah.
Right. So they go to the towns and take over their towns, kick them out.
That's not just in Toronto though. Anywhere that there's a Chinese consulate, Chuck had the pleasure of living right next door to one, but there's always protests.
Yeah, there's the Tamil Tigers, the Chinese fun.
So the anti-Tamil Tigers and the anti-Hun, is that what's going on?
Oh, it's a different place. The way they piss them off.
Okay.
The Tamil Tigers, the Chinese fun, whatever the army is that fight is trying to kick them out.
So are the Hun the Chinese who are like the very few Chinese who have big penises? Is that what they are?
No, it's an ironic name.
Ah,
Yeah. There's nothing big about a Chinese dick.
Anyways, we digress. So yeah, we got a sweet musical band that's going to play later too. Right? These guys who they rent from me, a little side wing off the building, called the Hypocrites, or sorry, just Hypocrites.
Oh, it's not you hypocrites?
Not the hypocrites.
No, it's just Hypocrites.
Do you have a website for the studios?
For the studio website's getting built. It's going to be just seratonestudio.com.
Do you have a Facebook or
Same thing? Yeah, you can search that. You can find it.
Okay. Could you spell it for us?
It's SERATONE.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have a fax and telephone number?
No.
Do you guys play Irish music?
I wish, man. We're gonna try to fit that in there now.
Oh yeah, one day, slide a song in.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You do your own stuff, right?
Yeah.
Your own music. Yeah.
Yeah, Simon's also a skilled musician.
Musician.
Yeah.
Musician.
It was funny. I was driving down, and it was like the road had construction, my option, take different direction. And I was just like, you know what? It reminded me of the Saturday Night Live sketch with Adam Sandler. It was Cajun Man. Cajun Man.
Cajun Man, yeah.
Yeah, and everything that he would say had a chon.
The little French
Was it Adam Sandler?
It was Adam Sandler, yeah.
Hey, finish up your beer, man. Have a new one. We got one right there.
Yeah.
Now, so during the music break, I was asking you if there's anything you wanted to talk about, express on the radio show, and you said that you wanted to give a personal message to Christopher Walken, because you know he listens.
I know you're listening right now, Chris. I like you as a friend, wish you were my brother, but it's not the case. Unfortunately, David and Chuck are here with me today.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big surprise. Christopher Walken is actually here.
Oh my God, Chris! Hey man,
Can you say,
Fuck!
Can you say, everybody, you're listening to David Chuck Show, Christopher Walken?
Everybody, listen in, tune in, will you? Today, Sunday, is David Chuck Day. Everywhere over the world. Tune in.
And you are?
I'm Christopher Walken.
Oh, right, yeah, there we go.
Loved you in Pulp Fiction.
Watch. Sorry for the feedback.
I loved it in
Where
True Lies when you called the Sicilians niggers. That was
True
hilarious.
Romance.
Oh, True Romance, not True Lies.
Indeed.
That was hilarious.
What did I call the Sicilians?
Niggers.
Niggas. It's a tough word to express
It is.
politically.
But at King of New York, you were dancing to Schoolie D's, and I'm black enough for you. So, hey, you were reaching out there.
Indeed, indeed.
Now, Chris, I mean, a highlight of your career, you know, was The Deer Hunter. You got an Oscar for acting for The Deer Hunter. I mean, that must have been something.
I received an award. Yes,
You got the gold statuette.
my fame is based on this. Yes.
Dave saw you on Broadway in New York.
What did I say to you, Dave?
You got into your SUV pretty quick, the back of your SUV, and drove out.
You kind of scared me with your sunglasses.
Yeah, well, you know, it's what I do. Anyway, thank you for coming, Chris.
I've got to go. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Always wanted to.
Goodbye, Chris. You're a hero of mine.
You were good in Annie Hall too. Loved you in Annie Hall.
I loved him.
Left the room.
Yeah. Let's make it keep going. I loved him in Batman Returns.
And Suicide Kings.
And Saturday Night Live.
So Simon, it's about time to go do the news.
Sure.
You mean Chris?
Any last words?
You want to tell the show
Advice to
something?
people who want to make their own studio.
I think, you know, I don't have much to say on that. If you want to build a studio, build a studio. It's tough work, I guess. But, yeah.
If you build it, they will come.
If you build it, they will come. Indeed.
All right, we'll be right back with your phone this week.